Family forms. The sociology of the family examines the family as an institution and a unit of socialization. Sociological studies of the family look at demographic characteristics of the family members, family size, age, ethnicity, and gender of its members, social class of the family, the economic level and mobility of the family, professions of its members, and the education levels of the family members. Currently, one of the biggest issues that sociologists study are the changing roles of family members. Often, each member is restricted by the gender roles of the traditional family. These roles, such as the father as the breadwinner and the mother as the homemaker, are declining. Now, the mother is often the supplementary provider, while retaining the responsibilities of child rearing. In this scenario, females' role in the labor force is compatible with the demands of the traditional family. Sociology studies have examined the adaptation of males' role to caregiver as well as provider. The gender roles are becoming increasingly interwoven, and various other family forms are becoming more common. Families without children. Singlehood family contains a person who is not married or in a common law relationship. He or she may share a relationship with a partner, but lead a single lifestyle. Couples that are childless are often overlooked in the discussion of families. Families with one parent. A single parent family usually refers to a parent who has most of the day-to-day responsibilities in the raising of the child or children, who are not living with a spouse or partner, or who is not married. The dominant caregiver is the parent with whom the children reside for the majority of the time. If the parents are separated or divorced, children live with their custodial parent and have visitation with their non-custodial parent. In Western society in general, following a separation, a child will end up with the primary caregiver, usually the mother, and a secondary caregiver, usually the father. Single parent by choice families refer to a family that a single person builds by choice. These families can be built with the use of assisted reproductive technology and donor gametes, sperm and or eggs, or embryos, surrogacy, foster or kinship care, and adoption. Two-parent families. The nuclear family is often referred to as the traditional family structure. It includes two married parents and children. While common in industrialized cultures such as the U.S., it is not actually the most common type of family worldwide. Cohabitation is an arrangement where two people who are not married live together in an intimate relationship, particularly an emotionally and or sexually intimate one, on a long-term or permanent basis. Today, cohabitation is a common pattern among people in the Western world. More than 2/3 of married couples in the U.S. say they live together before getting married. Blended families describe families with mixed parents, one or both parents remarried, bringing children of the former family into the new family. Blended families are complex in a number of ways that can pose unique challenges to those who seek to form successful stepfamily relationships. These families are also referred to as stepfamilies. Gay and lesbian couples with children have same-sex families. While now recognized legally in the United States, discrimination against same-sex families is not uncommon. According to the American Academy of Pediatrics, there is ample evidence to show that children raised by same-gender parents fare as well as those raised by heterosexual parents. More than 25 years of research have documented that there is no relationship between parents' sexual orientation and any measure of a child's emotional, psychosocial, and behavioral adjustment. Conscientious and nurturing adults, whether they are men or women, heterosexual or homosexual, can be excellent parents. The rights, benefits, and protections of civil marriage can further strengthen these families. Families that include additional adults. Extended families include 3 generations, grandparents, parents, and children. This is the most common type of family worldwide. Families by choice are relatively newly recognized, popularized by the LGBTQ community to describe a family not recognized by the legal system. It may include adopted children, live-in partners, kin of each member of the household, and close friends. Increasingly, family by choice is being practiced by those who see benefit to including people beyond blood relatives in their families. While most families in the U.S. are monogamous, some families have more than 2 married parents. These families are polygamous. Polygamy is illegal in all 50 states, but is legal in other parts of the world. Additional forms of families. Kinship families are those in which the full-time care, nurturing, and protection of a child is provided by relatives, members of their tribe or clan, godparents, step-parents, or other adults who have a family relationship to a child. When children cannot be cared for by their parents, research finds benefits to kinship care. When a person assumes the parenting of another, usually a child, from that person's biological or legal parent or parents, this creates adoptive families. Legal adoption permanently transfers all rights and responsibilities and is intended to effect a permanent change in status, and as such, requires societal recognition, either through legal or religious sanction. Adoption can be done privately, through an agency, or through foster care, and in the U.S. or from abroad. Adoptions can be closed, no contact with birth biological families, or open, with different degrees of contact with birth biological families. Couples, both opposite and same sex, and single parents can adopt, although not all agencies and foreign countries will work with unmarried, single, or same-sex intended parents. When parents are not of the same ethnicity, they build interracial families. Until the decision in Loving v. Virginia in 1969, this was not legal in the U.S. There are other parts of the world where marrying someone outside of your race or social class has legal and social ramifications. These families may experience issues unique to each individual family's culture.